It is time to get this party started. This art party started, that is. Um, I'm back doing the art. I'm nervous because will I have these bloopers tonight because I haven't done art in a while and I'm like totally nervous because like will I have like art bloopers tonight or will I just hit the grip and let it roll and let the art flow, right? What will it be tonight? What do you think it's going to be tonight? So I'm just coming on and here's the red. I'll be using the red tonight. I will be using all the colors tonight. The red, the gray, everything. I'll be using all of the colors tonight. I'll be hitting that grip tonight and using all of these colors. Oh, the blue. I'll be hitting. I know no one's on right now. You're probably expecting me at 8:30, but I figured I'd mix it up. I was ready to hit the grip and get it started, and so I can have time to talk to all of you and just, have a good night. Okay. That color. Did I show you the white? I have that. And let's see. I have the black, which we need the black for the black hole, right? Seriously. Got to get that on. So here we go. That right there. And so that's what's on here. I hope I'm on Facebook with that. Okay, so I got my colors for tonight. I'm looking forward to it because I'll tell you the truth, when's the last time I was on doing art live in front of all of you? It's been a minute, right? I've been making little art videos, but like to be on live with all of you, it's in a minute. How you doing? I am getting it. I'm going to break it down tonight. I'm going to hit. I hope I hit the grip. I better not get overconfident because he's on my. Hi, Fred. Hello, my name is. Oh, thank you. Hello. Hi, Fred. I hope I don't embarrass myself in front of all of you because how about if like I'm not as I'm not up to par like I normally am because I haven't done art in a while because I mean I just get tired sometimes but I got to get back into it. So I can't wait. Then don't forget, get on here. Come on, we're going to hit the grip. I'm going to actually do a little ashmere also along with it. So I'm going to be doing some ashmere movements. I am going to mix it up a little bit tonight. I don't want to, so that's what we'll do tonight. And I like you tonight. Give me everything tonight. I'll give you everything if you give me everything tonight. For all we know, we might not get tomorrow. Let's do it tonight. There you go. Yes, thank you, Fred. I got this. All right. So tonight, I'm going to use a variety of things. We're going to hit the grip tight because you know how when I haven't been on in a while, I really break it down. We roll it out. So I've got an album, some 45s, and the boards. What should I start out with first, everybody? Come on now. You got to let me know. What are we going to hit the grip with first? Because we're going to take it to, I'm nervous. Let's do an album first. I mean, I'm scurvous. Let me get some air going here. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here I say we don't need no crazy stuff dropping. Okay. So I mean tonight I'm feeling this vibration. Like I don't know what's coming over me. I don't even know what brushes to start with. Do you know that? Like I don't even know what I'm gonna hit the grip with tonight. Because look, we gotta get, you know what I mean? We gotta get this going. Whoosh, whoosh. So you know how I do my ashmere? I've got my bottom boards. Let's pull out an awesome bottom board. Let me introduce my bottom boards because these are the boards that sit here and I do, so it doesn't get all messy on my legs. And these are my bottom boards. How some of these bottom boards, some of them had so much intense, beautiful art on them, then I had to just like pull some of them back. And then this is real cool. So the bottom boards have art, like they're a mess. This is just from, like, look, The bottom boards need no introduction because they're already wild themselves. I mean, if you're going to be a bottom board for this girl, you're going to look wild, right? Hi, Ron P. Ron P said something and then he got off. It had to be something mean, hateful, nasty. What was it, Ron? What was it? Because so you can just do it. And then see the bottom boards. This is exactly how, like, it lays out, everyone. I mean, when I do the art and it just, it's just how it is. Oh, I'm so grateful to be back to doing art. And then here, like I said, I had to pull some bottom boards because they were so intriguing. But this is intriguing with its own self. Some of them get so wild. Oh my gosh. Look at this hand in here. I'll tell you a true story. For so many years, it didn't matter where I lived. I found this big handprint. Like it could have been on the wall or whatever. And it was like seared in. I didn't even know where it came from or nothing. And so it's so weird even on my car. And it's weird how, look at this bottom board, almost has like a hand on it. That is insane. That's it. Am I looking at this right? Thank you, Ningo, Ninjo. Thank you, baby. Look, that almost looks like one of them hands the hand that follows me. I'm gonna put on here the hand. I have Jesus on here, but I don't know. It looks like the hand that the hand that follows me. I'm not joking you. The hand that follows me. Woo. So tonight, I mean, I figured I'd hit the grip early, so that way, you know what? This guy, see, I saw that, and I can't. After seeing that hand, and then I have just a cardboard one, and that's just a cardboard one for the little 45s or whatever. And, so you know what? Which one should I use tonight? What bottom board should I use tonight? Come on now. I used to have a bunch of bottom boards until I looked through them and saw such cool art. But look, what bottom board should I use tonight? Come on now. I'm going to close my eyes and just pick a bottom board. I'm telling you. I'm not even going to, let me mix them up. And I'm not even going to, because the energy on the bottom boards is very important, everyone. Because the energy is lit. Uh-oh. The energy is totally lit on these bottom boards because you know how I put my feng shui into it, right? We're gonna get on the floor, and let's dance. Oh, I can't play no music because not Facebook, but YouTube. Woo! Whew. Man, if you think Facebook is bad, my gosh. Hi, my Facebookers, my crazy trainers are on. I've got YouTube. Oh, it's the slow roll. YouTube's the slow roll. And I got Facebook. That's my funk right there. Facebook is my funk. All right, everybody. I'm ready. I'm getting my energy on my bottom board because you know how important that is to the art. The bottom board is like that pulls out the energy and it has the energy on it. So, okay. And I don't know, just like I said, should I do this album? I'll do the album. And I'm going to show you, everyone, actually what I'm going to be doing with a lot of the art. It is going to be art decoing up the van. As you all know, I transformed my van. The reason why I got that van is I transformed it into, you can even live in the van, but I don't live in the van. But, I transformed it into that, like this hobo chic ride. And it is so cool. Each day that I have off of work, I always try to do something cool to it. So the albums are going to be going on top of the ceiling, and on the windows. So that's what's going to happen. The art, it's going to look. I'm going to have to show you more of the van inside because it's funky. So all right, I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take this paintbrush. I'm going to take this paintbrush here, and I'm actually usually I get one with this or one of my tap tools. But tonight, I don't know, I might tap it out. This is my infamous tap tool where all of my art began. Look at that. It's hard as a rock right now. I haven't used it in a while. It's not even soft right now. All my tap tools are sitting in lying in wait. That's how bad they haven't been used in a long time. I've been using brushes, everyone. And hi, buddy. So I'm gonna pull out some tap tools and tap it out, y'all. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna brush it out. You know how we brush the black hole and then we tap it out. So let's get started. I mean, come on. Let's just do this. So you know how I go in this circular motion. I don't even know. However, my intuition, everybody, is so powerful. I just put my intuition onto it. And this is going to be the broad side strokes. So the sideways strokes have been, making an incredible art. I tell you what, the side strokes are beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to make a piece of art, a couple pieces of art for a wedding gift, but I'm going to show you how to do the side strokes. And it's the color just collide with the side strokes. It's absolutely amazing. I don't know. Let me attempt to do it with this, but I've got all these awesome colors. So we're going to sit this green here, and I'm going to just take and I don't know how this is going to go, everybody, because like I wasn't like planning on like using this brush. Oh, let me get you down. Let me get you down to the board. YouTube, let me get you down. So I wasn't planning on using this board, but if you take an album, you got to rough it up, everyone. You can't just go and heave ho with the album. You got to rough that album up with some sandpaper, and then you got to go in. This kind of beautiful side art is absolutely incredible. And I'm going to take some white and blend it in. And it's just beautiful. Hi, everyone. And it's so beautiful. And you don't want one color to overpower. I think this brush is too big for it because I can't get a grip on it. Let me do something to really get the beautifulness. Let's just get this brush here. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm switching up the gears. I'm going to get a brush. This is a makeup brush. But you don't want one color to overpower because you just got to take and just faintly brush in that so that it kind of goes like a marble. Did you ever see how beautiful a marble is? Well, look at this. So you don't want when one color overpowers. Look at that. And the side, oh man, the side brush, look at that. That is beautiful. And it becomes a beautiful piece of art for any room. Do you realize you're going out and buying art, that cheapo art when, at the store, when you can make your own and it's beautiful. Look at that. Now, I actually, right now, to be honest with you, I don't want this paint drying that fast. Hold on a second. It can't dry, that's right. This paint is drying at the rate of, I can't have that because then it'll mess my art up. If you have, make sure you don't do your art over top of when there's a ceiling fan because you don't want your art to just dry up on you. So I'm going to do these beautiful side strokes. I'm going to add some colors into it. Now, when you dip into your colors, just touch the tip of your brush. It don't need to be much to just place it around wherever you want to go with it. And this is just, amateur art here like this. But, I mean, my tap is insane art. And then you can just, that is beautiful. And then you're going, Tina, but where's the piece of art at? Art is in the eye of the beholder, everyone. You just got to take, and I'm just taking you to where you can make your own art. But we'll get into more art and we'll get into it really good. Just give me a minute here. And so we had that green. I'm going to put a little bit of yellow in with this. Just a tiny bit of yellow. Because what we're doing tonight is we are doing a color collage. And even on the boards. So you see how that goes? And it's just beautiful. It's like a love song. Painting, it's like this beautiful love song. And then as you go up, then you start flaring it out like it's like a burst of just beautifulness. And then you just hook it around, and then you just flare out your art. And then you see how your art is starting to turn into something beautiful, everyone. You see that? It's starting to turn into something very, very elegant. Look, so you can do that any way. And then, so we're going to remove this cup, because now you always, if you want this, an art piece, what I find is put a piece, just put something in the center and work around it. All right. And that really turns out beautiful art, believe it or not. So right now, I'm going to show you what we have. And actually, you can see it. But right now, we have this piece here. It doesn't look like much, but it's so beautiful. Okay. Now I'm going to drop it down. And we have this hole, and you're going, Tina, but, you know, and you probably don't like that part either, like there. So anyhow, so you're probably like, Tina, you have that centerpiece. What are you going to do with it? So I'm going to take this very delicate flail brush. I call it a flail brush because look how flaily it is. I'm going to take that, whatever color paint that you like. It doesn't matter what color you like. I like, I actually like orange. So I'm going to use, orange wasn't on the list of colors here, but listen, to flail this out, well, that ain't orange, but that'll, okay, let's just use this. But now let's use orange. I want to use orange on this to show you how beautiful this piece of art can be, and how beautiful that you can make your own piece of art just for a couple colors. Dollar Tree, all these paintings, all these art pieces came from Dollar Tree. The boards, the paint, some of these brushes were donated, some not. So I'm going to take this, and I'm actually going to sit that cup down there, and I'm going to take this flail, and I'm just going to, now we're going to turn it into a work of art. Let's now turn this mofo into a work of art. Let's get this started. Let's turn this piece into something phenomenal. Let's turn it into something that is really a showstopper, right? And we don't want to go too wild with it, or we can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and now what I'm going to do is I have this cup here. And when I need to soften my brushes, I just kind of tap it down into the cup. When you're trying to soften your brushes to make it flail out, you just kind of tap it down in. Okay, so I always have the glasses like that. So I'm going to take, just like I said, whatever color you like, it doesn't matter, whatever. You just take it, and in this flail, you just take it like a love song, everybody. Take your art like it's a love song, you know? Seriously, you can't go wrong with a love song. I'm telling you, look, you can't go wrong with it. And then it drops down, and then you can add more, because it's like you're going, wow, but there's a white blob in there. But just like I said, you can flail out. There's room for improvement. Trust me. Oh man, I got some. So there's room for improvement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this orange, and I'm going to flail around, and I'm going to just go like this and just touch, tap, touch, tap, touch, tap, touch, tap. And it's like something that, you know, you're making your own work of art here. And then you incorporate a little bit of black, and then you just take that and you just jiggernaut it out like this. And before you know it, you're a master. You know, you are working your art, and you are this master of art like you have never known. So now you got this piece of art that is just so Art Deco. It's like, you know, this euphoric piece of art that sometimes there's a face and sometimes there's not. But like, you get this beautiful piece of art that you never thought that you could do in your life, but it's actually, yeah, thank you. So it's actually easy to do. And so now let's go to the board. Isn't that awesome? But it doesn't matter, whatever colors you have, even if you have two colors, just two colors, just basically two colors, and I will get to that. I will show you what you can do with even just if you have simple black and white and you don't have no other colors at all. And so we'll do that with we'll do that with an, okay, we'll do this with another album. So with a basic album, with an album, and let's see, we use this paint here because we don't waste paint. Okay, so you don't waste paint. So I'm just with a basic, with an album and black paint. I always start out with the black paint because I find that it's so much easier to work around it with colors if black is your base, you know. But it's up to you, whatever color you want. But just say you just have two colors, which are black and white, or black and whatever color you have. Start at, and I love going in a circular motion. There's something about that black hole I just love. And then you can go up and down. Just, you know, you've got intuition in your body, everybody. Just use it. I'm not the only one with intuition. You got it too. So just go make your strokes broad. Okay. Now you only got two colors. So now you only have black and white. So what I suggest is you get these brushes, okay, from Dollar Tree. They're just Dollar Tree makeup brushes. And here we go. So I'm going to take it and I do the Johnny Depp Pop and Lock. And then I'm just going to take, and you can just get some Toni Braxton on. And if you're not an artist and you don't really look, you just do some fat lines. And I'm telling you, the fat lines are awesome because it don't take much. And then we got something that looks like the moon. Look at this. It looks like the moon, but there's like something going past the moon. Look at that. See that? It doesn't take much to do something with just two simple colors. So, okay. And just say you got, you know, another brush or something, but I'm just going to just kind of trace it around and just go around like this. Always make the little, you know, the little turns, and you can make the best art out of just doing your fat lines, you know, or your skinny lines. So now I'm gonna show you that, and then I'm gonna get a tinier brush. Say you just have little brushes. Let's see. Let's grab a little brush. Just say you only got a little brush. You have a little brush, and maybe just like I said, another color. So we're going to incorporate another color with this. So that is like what you can do. That's howling at the moon right there, everybody. Look, you got two colors, and that's howling at the moon. It's like something's going across the moon. Look at that. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's awesome. It's like the moon, but it's like, does anybody like this? Or should we go funky on it? Or should we just let the moon howl at itself, right? I mean, because sometimes you let it, you know, you gotta let it lay where it's at, because that's the beauty of the piece of art, is when you can look at something. And art, you know, doesn't have to be overcoming. It can be so just light and airy, something simple as, you know, just something breezing across the moon, right? I think that's cool. I mean, I think that is so cool, just how it is, that it's just taking my breath away, you know? It's so simple, and I hate to do simple art, but a lot of people go, Tina, but I don't know how to do art. But I'm telling you that you can do art. Everyone's an artist, everybody. Remember that. It doesn't matter what your craft is. You are an artiste. You just didn't realize it. You got it in you. You got it in you. I never thought I could do none of this stuff either. I never in my life. And so now we're going to take this little 45, okay? This little tiny 45. So albums and 45s make the best art. You know, once your album dies, the music never dies, everybody. You always make a piece of art out of it. And albums, you know, if they get scratched up, just always make art out of it, okay? Just make a piece of art out of it. So now we're going to do this little tiny 45. And I'm going to take, and we don't waste paint. So I'm just going to take the paint from this other brush. Never waste paint. Just figure out what you're going to do with it. And I'm going to show you what other paint that I actually got. So we're right here's the base. There's nothing special. And we're going to get to it because we're going to see what this looks like. Oh, I think that's a lot of red. So now look, I got to temper this down. So say you have a little album, I mean a little 45, and you put way too much paint on it. Look. And you want to make those color lines. What you got to do is you got to go back over it with something smaller. Hold on a second, everybody. I'm sorry. Go back over it with your brush. Clean your brush down. Tap into it. Put your cup here. Tap into the different paints. And then just take your strokes. Take your strokes. Take your strokes and you'll see that it'll come together. No art is lost. Remember that. Just take your strokes, take it around it, and I'll show you what we're going to do next. And you're probably like, Tina, I can't do this. Yes, you can. There's no point in none of that saying you can't. Yes. And so we just did this around it. Now, sometimes, you'll see faces on my art, and sometimes you won't. I have no idea. I never know what I'm going to see until I actually pick it up and show all of you. So let's see if we see anything. But you can sit this on a mantle or anything and just get a really neat piece of art. A really just beautiful piece of art. You don't have to do too much. You don't have to do too much. It almost looks like an angel. Look at the wing there or something. Look at that. Doesn't that look like an angel sitting on something? Look at that. The little 45s really, really, really tell a story. See that? So I think something's really passionate right in here. I love it. There's something, it's about this. It's really just, who ordered? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. So now I'm going to lay it down and I'm going to put like some mind zingers on it. Yeah, thank you. Oh my God. Okay, you're off of here. Okay, so now I'm going to take and I'm just going to, art has an open mind. If you don't have an open mind, then you can't, this art here, what I'm doing is too deep for you. If you don't have an open mind to stuff, then then maybe you better go to another page because it ain't happening here. So then I just put a little bit of funk up into it. And I just threw something into that. I don't even know to break that up, to tear that up and just let you know that anything's possible. I like unique things. And so I just took it and made it something different. I just made it something different. You do what you got to do. But now look at this. This is crazy because it looks like here's a head, but here's like, it looks like something looking down at this cloud. Look at that. See that? Something with wings. See that? It's like this kind of creature. Right here's the head, the body, and here's, the arm for like wings, looking down at whatever's in that. See that? The 45s, just like I said, they always tell like a story. It's unbelievable. I love that. I think that's cool. So I'll set this over here and we'll keep going. Now we're going to I'm going to drop down this board, this lap board, and I'm going to go over here to this one here. Because, the energy is in the lap board, right? So I'm going to take and get some energy on this. So now we're going to take this. And I'm just going to work my magic on here. And see, yes, I like it. Thank you, Michael. So now we're going to create something or not. I don't know. I can't promise you a rose garden, but I can promise you that we'll try to do something. Now with these broad strokes, everyone, this is the most beautiful art I think I have done. I put it out in the van. These beautiful strokes. Oh my God, I love them. So I'm going to take this, okay? This is a makeup brush that you can get from Dollar Tree or what have you. And I got to get these beautiful strokes going. So I'm going to start out with my strokes by just going like this. Now with the strokes, the side strokes, I'm not going to go sideways. I'm going to go like this. Sorry, let me get it started. I'm going to go like this. Because with the side strokes, you don't know what's going to come up on this board. I mean, anything could happen on here. It could be even when I'm doing this art like this, something can just appear. So I have no idea. So I like to do my strokes like this in case I see something that I can work the art around. So I'm going to put this here. And I'm just going to work around this. And, you know, I do this abstract art. I use my intuition. And sometimes my intuition goes off the rail with this art. And we see faces and everything on here. So who knows what tonight's going to bring. I have no idea. I have no idea. But I know the board is getting covered. So that's different. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out by using this purple. And I don't know why this purple is so runny, but when I mean the side strokes, I mean like this. You just take and you just do these strokes, and this is beautiful art. And I'm just going to stroke this in different ways, you know. And I'm going to add some stank up into this, I guess. Because I haven't done art in a while. I'm nervous. I might fail big time right in front of all of you. I can't promise you anything. I'm promising you that I'm nervous. I can tell you that. Can I tell you that? Okay, that the girl's nervous. So as you can see now, I just went a little bit on here with this, right? I left that one part open. See that? I just left that one part open. I'm going to close that up. So now I'm forming my art. I'm forming my big stroke lines. I don't even know if you can see it. Can you see it on here? I'm just starting to form. There's nothing, no art to see, but can you see the big stroke lines that I'm forming? And now I'm going to go in with some red and just kind of, whoops, this is moving around. And I'm just going to blend it in like this, real subtly. So if you want that subtle change, you just got to take the art. And this is so, so beautiful. I mean, I just love it. It's like, it's the most sexiest piece of art like you can get. And it's just, the lines are just so riveting. When you look at it, when it's dried, you're like, wow. The lines are blended, and it's like it's so smooth and so effortlessly blended, and you're not doing nothing. You're just blending these lines, and then we're going to just throw some funkiness up into it with one of those flail brushes. Once we get all the colors in that you want in to because look how it's blended in, right? So I'm going to grab. Because I'm going to take it right here and sit it there. Because that's already blended. And I'm going to take some gray. I got a little gray. And I don't want this gray to overpower this. I really don't. I was hoping that it wouldn't overpower it, and I'll be darned, it did. It overpowered it. But remember, when it overpowers the color, we can always go back in and faint that out, right? We can always go back in and just overpower it with more color. So I'm dipping in the blue, and I'm going to just really, this is going to really look good. I guess it is. I'm not promising you a rose garden. I'm going to take this side by side, and now I'm going to start working around these lines. I'm just doing whatever my intuition wants me to do. So I don't really know. This is going to be different. This is really going to be different, a piece of art tonight. I have no idea. I don't know. Don't even, I mean, I'm nervous myself because I'm going to take this and I'm going to work this and I don't know how I'm going to do it, what I'm going to do. You just got to hang on. I might make a fool out of myself. But something's got to come up out of it. And I never know. I never know what's going to happen. I never can promise you anything. And you know that. And I never ever know. Because right now I just don't know if it looks like anything or is this a danger zone, right? Let's look. I don't even know. I don't really know what it's going to look like, but it's really, really, really wild looking. I don't know what we're seeing. I see something. And I don't know if you see exactly what I see, but right in here, we kind of see a face. Do you not see this face in here? It's like right in there. I don't know. Can anybody see it? There's always a face that pops up somewhere in a dragon. Yeah, who knows? But I see this kind of face right in here. It's always got to be something scary, Tina. I don't know. So, okay, I'm going to turn it. Let me get my fingerprint. Now I'm going to turn it and let's see if there's anything this way. You know, we still have this part in the center that I got to work on. And I'm going to turn it this way. And you just let me know whatever way you see anything or which way that you like it. Because see, art is in the eye of the beholder. And if you can't see it, it's not meant for you to see, right? Hi, Rambo. It's like a cosmic crush of insanity level. Yeah, thank you, Jimmy. Thank you. It does. Who said I'm trash? Oh, well. So this is unique. It looks unique on all four ways. What is your best way that you like this? This is way one, everybody. Look at this. This is way one. Thank you, Rainbow. This is way two. Okay. This is way three. This is way four. Every eye don't have an eye. Exactly. Every eye doesn't have an eye for art, everyone. But this one here, this is like something's in this. I don't know if it's an alien. I really don't know. Really, I'm telling you. You can actually see it there. But I'm going to drop this down. Because right in this part here, you can see the cup mark, which maybe I shouldn't have put the cup in there. But we're not done yet with this art. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this, one of these little ones, these little tiny ones, and I'm just going to dip it into the yellow. And I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just going to take it around that cup mark. Now this is really rough. Maybe I get something else to take around that cup mark. Hold on a second, everybody, because the brush got to move, right? And that one there was a little tough. Okay, let's get a little jagged edge one. Let's get a jagged edge one. This is really jaggedy. Look at that. That's so jagged edge. So I'm going to take the jagged edge one around, and I'm just going to jam it like this. And put like little pulses, like going out through the earth, right? Little signals. Little pulse signals. Whoops. And just like I said, my art isn't for everyone. I mean, this is abstract art. So if you don't know about abstract art, it's very different. So I put some, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to really take that center and really jam it around and really, really tighten it up and pull out, right? And then I'm just going to go into the center with my red, and I'm going to jam it a little bit more and cause this cosmic freeze. And then it's going to go out into the atmosphere. Whew, I'm telling you. It's like I got to jam it out a little bit more because so everyone can see it. So I'm going to jam it out real good because, you know, this brush is rough. So it's hard to get that jagged crunch edge that I like. And so I took it and I just jammed that center. I don't know how it's going to look now because I jammed that out. And so now we got this freaking really, this is wild. This is wild. This is craziness right here. I love it because it jammed it out. And it just took it out. And it's like you can honestly see where, thank you, Rambo. Thank you, Rambo, for protecting me online. And like you can almost see where your vision, use your vision, it almost looks like you can see that fire shooting out, right? Look at that. It's almost like you can see that. That is insanity level. That is really cool. I'm nervous, but I tell you, this is a wild piece. And I love when my art gets wild like that. Let's see it on this level. It's almost like it's telling us something. Like there was a face. Can we back this up? Wow. It's wild. So this is 1. And this is 2. My number 1 fan. And this is 3. I don't know if yeah, that really is wild. That's like something from outer space stuff, right? That right there is outer space. I mean, you can't make that. That's just wild. And this is abstract, everyone. This is abstract from my intuition. So now we're going to do another one because listen, I mean, a girl does her art so fast that only 1 or 2. I mean, that's like closing my eyes and right? She can do her art so fast that it's not even funny. So now, what colors do you think I should use, everyone? Do you think I should use something completely different? I have, let's see. I have that. I have all kind of colors. I think we're going to jam it up. Let's do this. Let's use this color. We're going to use that color. I don't know how this is going to go because I'm going to take this brush and we're going to just really, really, really do this over. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this magical, I call it the flail brush. Listen, if you're an artist and you know what this brush is, please let me know. I call it a flail brush. I don't know. I'm going to take this instead of that other one. I'm going to do these real blurred line strokes on here because I want to see how this turns out just using this. And then once I get all the other art, all the other paint in there, or it might take too long. So we're going to do this black and white and find out what's going to happen. I wonder if we'll see anything like wild or anything just different on here because I'm having a feeling that this is really we're going to see something. I don't want to beat this brush up because this is the only one I have like this besides 2 little ones. So this is my go-to. So I'm going to go like this, okay? Because we can't bust this one up because I surely cannot bust this one up. So I'm just going to go like this and you'll see why. You'll see why. So I'm just going to take these strokes around here. Give me time, everyone. Bear with me. Your body, God, Okay, so I'm going to take this. Now I'm just going to go like this and quickly do these strokes, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and flare this out, okay? And I'm going to get this paint here. And I'm going to sit over here. And it's got the green and the it's got the green. We're going to really collage this out. I'm going to show you what's all in here. So we got these colors in here. Let's see what we can do. So let me just take this and just use it up. It's almost like a rainbow. It's just something coming up out of the sky, right? So I'm going to take this and I'll drop it down. And I can't promise you a rose garden with this. I don't know what's going to happen. So we got this situation going on. Let's see. I don't know what this is going on. Everybody left me, I guess. Now look at this. I don't know. I think this is going to be like gases from the atmosphere. Who knows? Let's see what we got going on here, everybody. There's something going on with this. And this is insanity level. So let's look at this all ways, everyone. Let's look at this various ways. And I know nobody's on YouTube, but let's look at this different ways. Because we got this cosmic. I mean, this is the most euphoric. Yes, thank you, Noah. Hi, Noah, and Kev's on. So this is euphoric. I mean, this is side one. Now let's see as we turn this. I mean, what in the heck is going on with this? This is wild, right? And as we turn it, it just gets more wilder, right? Hi, Noah. Oh, wow, Noah, happy birthday. It's your birthday. We're going to party like it's your birthday. Look at this. I'll send you this one out now. Look at that. So what side do you like this on? Because this is wild, right? This takes your mind on this euphoric, wild, eccentric ride. Look at this, everyone. You've got all these colors, but it almost damn looks like a skull head down here. But if you look, yeah, it's so unique that it has like, it looks like there's steps, but they're going up into this, right? You see that? It's like there's, let me show everyone. So now look at this. I'm going to show you, you after Facebook. Now look, Facebook, you see this? It looks like there's steps going up into the abyss of this black hole. Do you see that? And then you've got all this wild stuff going on. Do you see that? It looks like there's steps going up into this abyss. Or am I just seeing it wrong? I mean, I'm seeing it backwards, so I don't know. I don't know, everybody. Listen. Look at that. That is a wild piece of art. That's cool. That is freaking awesome. I don't even know. I mean, I can't duplicate anything, but this is wild. It got all kind of weird stuff going on. It's insanity level. So now I'm going to put it down. And I'll tell you what, I'll do. This album isn't even scratched. Okay, so I'm going to sit this one down. It is wild, isn't it, everyone? I mean, look at this. We did so much art tonight to get back into the swing of this. It's not even funny. I mean, my gosh, we did so much art to get back into the groove of this night. And I'm going to take it out with, yes, it is pretty cool. I'm going to take it out with this. I'm trying to figure out, you want to, okay, should I do an album to take it out? Should I do a board to take out this night? The last piece of art for tonight, everybody. What should I use? An album, a board? I know darn well you don't want a 45. Let me back that up. The 45s tell a good story, but look at this. I'll keep these down there, YouTube. So which one should I do? Should I do, these were donated. That's why it has someone's name on it. Okay. So should I do an album or a 45? Uh-oh, Texas says here to do an album. Take us out with an album. And a 45 to boot, right? All right. Well, listen, I hate to say it. For all you squeamish ones, I got to scratch this up. So when you're using an album, now this album's been through it, okay? So you cannot just do art, everyone, trust me, on just an album that is not scratched up. If you do, your art will peel off. I'm telling you, this is for dancing. This is for hitting the groove. When it's shiny like that, that's not for art. That's for the slow roll of dancing. You got to get in there and you got to really think. The more shine you take off that album, the better your art will be, everybody, and the better your faces will be. So if you have a sander, I don't have a sander or a grinder, so I just have sandpaper. And you got to try to make sure that you can get as much. I mean, you got to put muscle into it. You got to make sure you got as much of that shine off there as possible. Now, you know, I'll probably recycle this art, so I'm not going to really go in hard on it because this will be one that I'll just... Even the center, you just want to just take and do that too. So even in the center, you want to rough that up, but you want to get as much of that shine off there. Listen, this will probably be recycled into another piece of art. So fast forward, we're going to use this, okay? So I'm going to take, I'm trying to think, I'm going to take this ocean blue. And let's see what we can, is that ocean blue? Not really. I like that blue. Should I use this blue? And we'll come up with something so beautiful with another color, not the colors that we used tonight. Let's take this blue with, let's see. I think it was this color that was really, really pretty. Let's see what we can make of this tonight. Oh, let's take that blue with this color, this kind of salmon color. And I can't wait to see what this comes up with tonight. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to take this, dump a little one here, because we don't waste paint around here. So, I mean, this is ending the night out. And then I'm going to take and then put this on the other side of it. Okay, so I got like the two-tone right here. And I can't wait to see what this unfolds. And then with the rest of the paint, we're going to throw that in, I think, and just see what comes up out of this art tonight. So the remainder of whatever's in this cup, we're going to do something else on that. Let's see what we do. Let's see what we come up with. And ending this night, I can't promise you a rose garden, but YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe. And I don't know, it's just people coming, I don't know, information, people saying stuff on YouTube or whatever. I have no idea. Okay, so I'm going to take this down so I can take this, dip it in. It's notifications, and I thought I turned them off, but obviously I didn't. So I'm going to do this reverse paint, okay? I want to see what's going to happen because I'm always doing stuff different. And I'm just going to take this circle in the counterclockwise. clockwise. And I'm just going to roll it. And I'm just going to go like this. And I'm going to dig into the album as I'm going like that. And I'm just going to take it like that. And you just want to make sure that's covered, okay? And then you just do some little circles. Kind of get some texture on that album. Because when you get texture, I'll show you. Actually, if you get the texture on the album, you're digging into that. And let me show you the texture that I already placed on there. Okay. See the texture? You see that? When I made that texture on there? That does matter when it comes to the art. So now I'm going to sit my two-tone somewhere. I think I'm going to sit it up here. And I'm going to take the flail. I tell you what, I'll just tap it a little bit to wipe it off, but I'm not concerned. So I'm going to take it and dip it down. And then I'm just going to let this go. And I'm just going to close my eyes and take this around the board, okay? And I can't promise you anything tonight, everybody. I cannot promise you anything, okay? So just bear with me because we got the two-tone. And we got I don't even know what this is going to be like. This is going to be different. This is going to be different. I'm going to lay it down. And when you go like this, you practice that roll. And I'll tell you what, you get the most beautiful art out of that when you practice that roll. Now, I'm going to show you, but or maybe I should just do my thing. And not even, and just show you at the end, right, of the end result of this. Okay? Because I'm going to play this kind of like, and I'm just smashing down on it. And I'm backing it down and I'm going to take it up. And just like I said, I can't promise you anything. Because I don't even know what this is going to look like myself. And then I'm going to take it around. And I'm going to come back into that. And I hope and pray it's something good. But if it's not, we can always tap it out, right? We can always tap it out. Let's see what this is. It looks beautiful like this, but I don't even know. I'm going to show you like this. It is really different. So let me just turn it. It's like there's something really unique about that, right? How do you like that? It is really different. There's something different about that. That is wild. That's like something from back in biblical times on here. Look at this. Hi, Chris. Look. This is something so fly, so fresh. I don't even know what this is. This is something I don't even know. Straight out of, I have no idea. This is the most wildest piece of art that I will ever do. I don't even know. It's just wild, everybody. This piece of art is honestly just wild. It's simply wild. And you're simply the best, everybody. Thank you for watching. Hey, thank you for watching and have a blessed night, everybody. I love you. Peace, love, and blessings. Don't forget to come back tomorrow because I don't know. We're going to do these thin lines tomorrow. I don't even know what's going to come up with that. I'll show you exactly really quick. We're going to take some of these brushes here. Okay, we're going to take some of these brushes here and we're going to do thin lines tomorrow. And I don't know what we're going to come up with these thin brushes. So stay tuned. Tomorrow's another day and I'll see you when I see you. Peace.